Hi, everyone. It's Lydia from the Avanti Wellness podcast and YouTube channel. And today I'm excited to bring a conversation up about microgreens. And if you don't know what microgreens are, I didn't really know what they were until a couple of years ago either. So I got introduced to them probably about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe longer than that. Gosh, time flies. But for the from 2017 through 2021, I worked for a hydroponic urban farm inside the city limits. And our first focus was only selling microgreens, and we were selling them to restaurants. But when COVID happened, my phone blew up, and all the chefs were calling me saying, "Cancel my order, cancel my order. We're shutting our restaurant down." So I will never forget that that was March 17th of 2020. So as a company, those were the only customers that we had, and we had to shift gears and do things differently. So we started delivering directly to homes. But since then, because we understand the importance of microgreens and their high nutritional value, we came up with things that are allowing a way to allow us to get microgreens into the hands of everyone right now in the United States. There are people who have more rural destinations that suffer from what are called food deserts, which is basically something I learned about probably 10 years ago on the Food Revolution style videos, where people who live in really rural areas have a hard time getting grocery store quality produce delivered into their area. And so, like, a bag of chips is like 50 cents, but a banana is like $3. And so unfortunately, the kids, the children, the people that live in those areas, they can't afford the produce because it's just outrageous. So we're hoping to bring nutrition to everyone. Okay. So I want to talk about microgreens. So I'm going to show you what I have because it's really exciting. They're just coming on the market, and I have them right here. I have to give these to our photographer tomorrow, but I thought I'd make this little video for y'all so y'all could see what's coming. And we're putting them on Amazon. They're not online available yet, but as soon as this video is older, I'm going to have a link. So double check below. And I mean, today is 4/18/2023. So if you're looking at this video in 2025 or 2029, there's a link probably below where you can get these microgreens. But basically, this is a micro radish. We're going to talk about microgreens here in a second. Let me just go ahead and showcase you all the little packages I have. I have 4. Okay, there's micro radish. We're going to talk about micro broccoli. Okay. And these are little grow kits. So the cool part is all you need to do is add water to the grow kits, and then they grow in your kitchen on a countertop. This is micro mustard. This is going to have a fiery taste to it, something really powerful in flavor. And the final one that I have here today is micro arugula. You can see that? Micro arugula. Okay, so look at all these. Aren't those fun? Okay, so let's talk about microgreens. So I pulled up an article in Runner's World, and I just want to read off a few things because I want to talk about the health benefits of microgreens. So if you haven't really learned much about microgreens, basically they're like the 2 weeks old plants. So these take about 10 days of growth, and anywhere from like 8 to 12 days, you can eat them. And get this, these little babies, arugula is arugula, radish is radish, broccoli is broccoli. It's just the baby. It's just the 2 week old, less than 2 week old baby plant that's got like two little leaves on it, basically. And all the nutrition that goes into the fully mature plant is concentrated in that little 2 week stem. So it's hard to eat tons of full grown broccoli, but you can clip off, because when you make one of these little trays and you have little broccoli here, you just get your scissors and you cut off about like 5 or 7 or 10 little sprigs, and you put it on your sandwich or in your soup or on your wrap or on your eggs, or just eat it. Throw it in your salad if that's what you eat. You're getting that much more nutrition because each one is like 10 times more nutritious than the fully mature plant. And one of the reasons I was reading this article is because everything that is in that little plant in the baby is what is going to get the plant to grow to its full potential. So all that power to burst out into the full broccoli is inside that little 2 week old baby. So eating that, we have on the packaging, it says this one is 10 times more nutrient, 10 times more nutrient, 10 times more nutrient, and 10 times more nutrient. I guess in the beginning, I saw some packaging, some older packaging I took a picture of yesterday. It said 4 to 40 times more nutrient, but most of the studies, they say like 10 times the nutrition. So we just, I guess, picked 10 times. So let me tell you, okay, so anybody that's fighting the big C, I have to be careful what I say on my channel because the AI picks up things you say. So I'm just going to read what this article says. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. Little nutrition packed sprigs of broccoli are rife with sulforaphane, a potent cancer battling compound. When you chomp on broccoli sprouts, you activate an enzyme called myrosinase that converts the compound glucoraphanin in the broccoli sprouts into sulforaphane. Okay. So we had a world-renowned researcher from a world-renowned hospital that handles cancer come to our farm and take some of our broccoli and tested it, and they found the same results that they're talking about here. So why should you make microgreens part of your regular diet? Because when we have issues where we have lockdowns and we need to have strong immunity, if you know what I mean, your immune system is built up by the plants, the vegetables that we eat. So if you want to supercharge your immune system, you can eat microgreens. It's so much easier to eat just the little microgreens. Like make this little tray in your kitchen and clip off some to start your day. I mean, I was thinking about how we take supplements in the morning. If you wanted to, you could just cut off some microgreens and get your microgreens in your mouth for your day. That's your supplement. You're supplementing your diet to get super food nutrition. There are more things about health. They have lots of vitamin C in them. I didn't show you a red cabbage, but I told my founder, I said, I really want red cabbage because remember, he was telling me how there was a study that red cabbage, what microgreens were shown to help with weight loss. And there's lots of fiber in the little microgreens. So you get good fiber. It helps with your gut biome to eat the microgreens as well. They have lots of beta carotene, vitamin K. It's concentrated in important nutrients like vitamin C, beta carotene, K. And it just says here research from the US Department of Agriculture found that 1 ounce, that ounce for ounce, microgreens like cilantro and amaranth can be more concentrated in important nutrients like vitamin C and K. Red cabbage has lots of vitamin C, which is essential for heart health. So that's really good for even like diabetics, heart health. And the dietary fiber is so good for anybody, really, all of us. We all need more dietary fiber. So getting it from plants is like ideal. It's the perfect place to get it from. So they even mention, I'll try to link this article. The problem is, what was weird is on my phone, it was like free. You didn't have to sign up. I could read it. But then I was trying to link to it on my presentation. I wanted to do a screen share and show y'all what I was reading. And on the computer, it required me to sign up. So try it from your phone and see if you can see the article from your phone, because I was able to read it from my phone, but not from my computer. So anyway, just kind of wrapping things up, I wanted to mention we grew microgreens. We wanted to deliver microgreens to the grocery stores, but they don't really sell them that fast, and so they sit around. I mean, here's the problem with buying microgreens already grown, which is why we created this solution. The microgreen farm grows them, then they cut them, then they put them in a plastic container, put them in the refrigerator for overnight so they can go get delivered first thing in the morning. So now they're already 24 hours old by the time they get to your grocery store or wherever you're buying them, your farmer's market or whatever. Then they sit in their refrigerator. How long are they going to sit in their refrigerator before they get out on the floor? Maybe it's immediate. Okay, so that means if it's immediate, then you have to buy them on day 1, day 2. And then how long do they sit? Like based on how many you're buying in a container, are you using them all right away? Every moment that the vegetable is away from the original root source, it starts to go through the degradation process, which is natural for any plant to just start to wilt when it gets away from its roots and its source and its water source for staying alive. So by the time you're cutting them, they're kind of like starting to die. So we recognized that having the ability to grow your own microgreens on your countertop in your home at your leisure, the quantity that you want to grow based on what you need, not like what you purchased, is so much better because you can cut day of and eat day of. Get that nutrition in your mouth the moment you separate it from the root. It's going in your body. So this is, to us, the optimal way to eat microgreens. That's why we created, and by the way, these are hydroponic. This is not dirt in here. It is it's a different type of media that has a high cation exchange, which means it holds and retains water once you put water in it. So you know how easy this is to grow? You basically just take the little seal off, lift the lid. We have the little insert in there to keep everything in the seeds contained through transit. You can pull off the little lid thing, the little instructions. There's instructions on the back, and all the instructions is that you water them, you set it, and forget it. And you actually put this clear plastic lid back on top of the media. And then that's going to create kind of a warm environment for the little seeds to want to open and sprout. And as soon as you see them starting to sprout above the media that's in here, then you take the plastic off. If you want, you can put the plastic underneath on the counter and have it sit in the plastic. But basically, from that point on, it's just growing up. And by day 10, in 10 days, right here, in 10 days, you can have 10x your nutrition. 10x. Can you imagine? Okay, here's the biggest thing I think that is so cool. Moms, are you listening? Mothers, do you wish your kids like to eat vegetables? Of course you do. If they don't, you should try these, okay? Because engaging your child in the growing process of their food, it kind of makes a brain connection that we're going to grow our own food and we're going to watch it grow. Does anybody remember in the 80s we had chia plants? It's kind of like that. You know, you put water on it and the seeds start to grow. So you can get your kids. When I was selling these to mothers during the COVID, we were doing home deliveries, and I would meet some of the mothers sometimes doing some of the deliveries. And the mothers would tell me, this is like the only vegetable that my little child would eat. And I mean, we're talking like 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, and they're just so baby. They're just so easy to eat because the little plant is so easy to chew on. And to get that kind of nutrition in your kid for school, for brain health, for activity, oh my gosh, it's so valuable. So mothers, I've been told kids love microgreens. I'm going to have to make a little short video that says kids love microgreens. So one final look. Okay, we've got micro broccoli. There's micro broccoli. We have micro radish. Yay, micro radish. We have micro mustards. Yay, micro mustards. And finally, for the Italians in you, micro arugula. Yummy. So, guys, you could probably go through 1 or 2 of these a week. If you're a family, if you're an individual, the more, the better. Okay. That's my little microgreen message. Okay. A microgreen message. So excited to have these available. I am trying to get them out there into the marketplace, like Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart or Costco or Whole Foods or Sprouts or Kroger or Publix or Safeway or Albertsons or Randall's. Like, what are the grocery stores that are out there these days? That's where I want to get them. So everybody, no matter what's going on in the world or what lockdown or shutdowns come in the future, you have a way to grow nutritious, healthy food to stay healthy and keep your immune system healthy. That's what I'm excited about. By the way, one little tidbit, if you stayed this long on my video, do a Google search for Guardian Global Water Crisis 2030. A lot of people don't know this, but this is a world conversation. By 2030, the globe is going to have 40% less water to be utilized. And one of the largest contributors of waste is agriculture, because the water goes psh, 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 and sprays all over the plants. But the plants only take up so much in their roots. The rest of it gets evaporated. So it's a lot of waste that's not necessary. But when you work with hydroponics, the plants only drink what they want to. And the water is, in our case, the water's recycled, and it's called a closed loop system. So we use like 90% less water than traditional farming. So this is all the future of agriculture and the future of farming. And I am so happy to bring that to y'all and bring this conversation to you. So if you have any questions, comment below and keep an eye out. I'm going to have that link for y'all very soon. Okay. When I get the online stores up, these packages are going to the photographer tomorrow to take pictures of them so we can put them online and put them for sale. All right. So if you sign up for my email list on avantiwellness.com, I'm going to email that email list to let them know when the microgreens packages are ready, and they'll come US mail for right now. And then they're going to come through Amazon. But right now, we're just doing the US mail option. Okay. Hope you have a good night or a good day or whenever you're seeing this video. All right. Talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.